Hey everybody, welcome to Gabe Dillon's Wizard Hour. That was submitted by at SR_smoke. September's giveaway. It's still here, the Jazz Dispensary Cosmic Stash, a 4-disc vinyl collection combining some of the best jazz and funk with each disc themed after a different strain. I've told you them before: Soul Diesel, Purple Funk, OG Kush, and Astral Travelin'. More info is at jazzdispensary.com, and if you become a 420 Club member this month, you get to be eligible to win one of these in the big giveaway. Sign up at patreon.com. I said Patreon right, and then said com wrong, /gettingdoug. And you can find all of my upcoming tour dates and all things Doug at douglovesmovies.com, and follow me on Twitter at Doug Benson. Enjoy the show! Blast off! We're here for you in the basement. It's a late one on the East Coast, I guess. It's like 11, 17, or 18, something like that. I've got my Tito's vodka sunglasses on, and I'm joined by two newbies and one of our favorite oldbies. It's Rick Glassman and Todd Anderson. Do you like the Robert every time?
No.
You're just cool with Todd Anderson?
Just Todd Anderson.
Yeah, we squeezed it into the space thing at the beginning. Todd Robert Anderson.
Yeah, it's a dumb union thing.
Yeah.
I had to put my middle name in.
And Janice Griffith. Let's applaud for all of them. We got a
I'll applaud.
big studio audience today.
Nice to meet you too.
I think we're like a dozen strong in here today, so that's very exciting. We could have a fair fight with the Magnificent Seven.
Oh, are you gonna go to that?
Oh, you're smoking already? Good for you. That's what I have to say. Because we still have 2 minutes until that magic, it's 4:20 somewhere time.
Oh, you gotta wait till 20 after.
You don't have to wait. Waiting's kind of silly. You saw me, I was hitting it like crazy before we even started.
What is,
What's what?
I put sativa in everything, so if you want indica specifically, we have to pack it for you. And that's just based on typical guest preferences.
TGPs?
Because people are scared of, people are scared of the indicas. They have the scariest names. This one's called Face Off OG.
Oh, that is scary.
Right?
It's like a
that
mix
just
of
sounds...
OG and my favorite movie.
This Face Off?
Yeah, this is a strain that's half...
I heard Titanic OG.
There is somebody, I was smoking something the other day that had the word Tombstone in it too. That's a good movie. Anyway, Lamb's Bread is the sativa. Doesn't that sound just very sweet and
That sounds
almost religious?
Yeah, it sounds
Lamb's
sacrificial.
Bread. Yeah.
What is a bread from?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Or
I don't
it's
know.
Like, yeah. What is lamb's bread like a thing? What outside of just the name of pot?
I feel like now you're making it.
I feel like it's a dish. Made
I don't
of
know.
like something
Sounds
gross.
like a meat pie.
Yeah.
like
Lambs are meat. They're not bread.
Well, maybe it's like an intestinal
It's bread that
thing.
belongs to a lamb.
I don't know.
Come back with that lamb's bread.
Where are you going? That bread belonged to that lamb.
It's 4:20 a.m. in Dublin, Ireland, London, England, Lisbon, Portugal. Portugal, they don't arrest you for any drug. If you can do any drug you want, they won't arrest you for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a arrestable crime, drugs. They'll maybe try to get you help.
How's the economy over there?
You packing your bags?
I'm thinking about
You
it.
gonna move the fam to Portugal?
Yeah.
I want to visit there for sure because it just sounds fun that you can get away with it.
I mean, what do you want to do that you couldn't
So
just do
badly.
here privately that
Yeah,
you have
like
to
in
take a
the
schlep over to
street.
wherever?
No,
these
I
guys
hear
talk
you.
about?
I get it, but there's just something about. Have you been to Denver or since legalization in Denver?
No. Well, I have.
It's so
but-
fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun that like there's stores everywhere that you can just walk
You
in.
would not know that's happening if you're in the suburbs, because that's where I was when I was in the suburbs.
yeah.
And there's not.
You got to
to
go into the big city.
Yeah.
The big D.
Yeah.
I think I missed the opportunity for a joke earlier.
Oh, God
I
damn
wanna-
it.
Let's go ahead. Put it in. We'll
We're doing the lambs.
fix it in
the lambs-
post.
No, it's okay. I think it'll hit. When we were doing the lamb's bread thing and you're saying religious, this made me think of a shofar. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. It's like a pipe, a horn.
You know what he's talking about?
No.
Yeah, it's a horn that the Jews blow.
Yeah. And they
like a
and then
big
there's a saying that goes with it. They go, "So far, so good."
Hey,
That was solid.
imagine if we did it 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was
ago.
all great, no matter when it happens. That's the fun of this show. Is it's just hanging out, having a session. We like to learn things about the new people. Janice has told us everything there is to know
I'm a fucking old lady by
about
now.
her
I'll just sit here
high
and smoke
history.
weed.
But what about you, gentlemen? Do either of you have a good first time smoking weed story that you could share with all of us?
Sure. The first time was right after I graduated high school. The summer in between senior year of high school, freshman year in college.
Yeah.
And the
You were like, I'm going to college. I should bone up on
I should try
smoking
pot.
It was
bones.
just my buddy who was a deadhead, and his name was Jim McCormick. Hi, Jim. But he was a deadhead, and he always talked about pot. And I finally went, okay, let's do this, and we did. And I had that thing where you smoke pot the first time and you don't feel like you're high, and I was like, I've heard about this. You don't get high the first time. So I kept saying that, and then I looked at a street sign. And it was like one of those one sign is a windy road, and the whole street sign was doing like this, reverberating. And I was like, oh no, I do feel it. I am high. And then we laughed hysterically for like a half hour.
I love
and then
weed
I went
stories
right
like that.
to sleep.
Like we just laughed at something, and then we went to
like,
bed.
just
It was
hilarious.
great.
Yeah. It was
And then you've been doing it ever since?
Off and on, I kind of dabbled in college. I made the mistake because most of my friends from back east weren't pot heads. So, and I kind of became one in college. And I visited one summer, and I was working at this video store, and my manager had a joint. And he's like, "Hey, you want this? You can smoke it with your buddies later." I was like, "Great, thanks, man." So I took it to my buddy's house.
You come into work the next day and he's like, drug test!
That would have been fucked up.
Yeah.
But I went with my buddies. They all had like one hit off this joint, and they kept passing it, and I kept hitting it, and none of them were hitting it. So I was smoking this whole joint as sort of a novice.
Oh, you didn't notice they were just moving it on to the next guy.
'cause I
and
was
you hit
kind of
it.
high, and I was like, yeah. So I smoked the whole thing, and at a certain point, I was so high I couldn't stop smiling, and that became upsetting. I was so high. I was like, I'm so
you're
high, and I
smiling
can't
and
stop
crying.
smiling. I just want to stop. Yeah.
It's like mad
So
about
that
being
was-
so happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Awful.
So there you go.
There you have it.
Those are my pot stories.
And you, of course, are on the program You're the Worst on FXX that is on Wednesday nights.
It is.
So I don't know about time zones in terms of some
Well, if
people.
you're-
It's in the
yeah.
East Coast. It's already aired.
Yes. Yes.
But they run it a couple times. They show last week's in between two showings
Yeah, they
of,
do
of
that.
the new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And it's a great show. You're the
I like
Worst.
it. It's
Yeah.
fun. I
I'm
enjoy
going to
it.
try to get your boy Desmond Borges. I think he'll come
fantastic.
on this show.
I bet he would.
I think he'd smoke publicly.
Yeah,
He's
he would
out
have
anyway, even if he doesn't.
Yeah, he would have a good old time.
Yeah.
He would have a good old time.
And Rick Glassman, comedian / pot smoker. When did you start?
I don't have a story.
Should I have asked you first? Do you feel bad having to go after Todd's amazing
No.
story?
No.
You don't remember the story? It's like a collective sort of.
I know my skill set, and I know when I have something worth talking about. This isn't one of them. But if we're filling
We
time,
don't do a pre-interview on this show, so yeah, we didn't get a chance to know that in advance because I don't want to ask you questions where your response is there's no reason for me to respond to that.
Oh,
have nothing to
did I
say to you.
sound like kind of? I wasn't
No,
being shitty,
it
but
was, it was professorial.
don't.
It was like very. You should hold this pipe while you're saying it.
Well,
Like
so
this.
far so good.
It's very, it's very
maybe you're not
intellectual.
high enough because
Why would I answer a question if I don't have a good answer?
I
Right?
really enjoy telling my stories, and I don't even think they were good, but I had
Well,
a good time telling them.
I'll tell you the
That's-
truth. There's something that you did in your story that I thought was a little sketchy, and it turned me off to the idea. And if I'm going to call you out, I'll do it. You give your friend's first and last name, but you wouldn't even say the name of the movie store you worked at, which means you're more loyal to a job that you had as a college student than one of your friends who you're still waving at, and it's my turn. Relax!
It was classic video.
I got another problem. Then you're doing banter back and forth, and you're saying I'm not good at time zones when it's not a talent, but not to mention you're saying you're not good at time zones, yet you told me what time it was in Dublin and in London and in all these other things.
Because it's on one of my blue cards.
I think I overreacted on your thing then.
It's one of my blue cards. I use them to get through the show. There's a high history question. And then I sign them. And if people send us money, we put a stamp on it and send it to them.
When they send you money, man.
Yeah. When they do, yeah.
If I wanted to look into camera like Jim from The Office, is there all going, that's the one?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's the one if you guys want to look at the camera. If I want to look at the camera,
But if, yeah.
over there. Mine's over in that area. Yeah, I got plenty. I just look off into space. That's why I love the spaceman design. You know, it's just a place to just come and just stare off
into space
and just just try to enjoy your life and not take everything too
seriously.
Like you said, relax.
Just relax.
Fucking relax. I love screaming at somebody to relax.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Will you relax?
Well, I'm confused now.
Go to lunch. That's Mammoth. That was
Guys,
That was going
Sorry about all the screaming.
here.
Janice does not like all the screaming.
I'm just hanging out, smoking weed.
It's very aggressive.
What's the most, not dangerous, because, you could
dangerous.
probably
Dangerous.
smoke anywhere you want, right?
I want to know the danger.
Where's like the craziest place you've ever smoked?
The craziest?
Janice? Yeah, like, on top of a mountain or
I smoke
on
weed
an
in
amusement
mountains.
park ride.
I smoke weed in mountains.
Airplanes? Do you smoke in planes?
I bring vape pens.
And you smoke them like in the bathroom?
Yeah.
And you're sure they're not going to set the thing off?
I use
Yeah.
not this exact kind, but it's
Yeah.
not smoke, so why would it set a smoke alarm off?
I don't know. I
mean,
just
if
think
you
that-
work for the TSA,
I just think they're
like,
going
you
to
didn't
figure
see
out the
this,
technology
but-
and switch it and then bust people for doing that.
For what? Breathing water vapor? Like, oh, you're gonna fight me for my humidifier?
You ever
Fuck
see
off.
somebody argue with, have a real argument with a flight attendant?
No.
They get taken away in cuffs when the plane lands.
Yeah,
And sometimes they land the plane early and shit. It's crazy.
That happened to my friend.
I never argue with flight attendants no matter what bullshit they're throwing.
I'm very polite.
So
I'm the
powerful.
same no matter who I'm around. I'm not gonna put on a show
I'm
or
not
turn
going to
one
change
off.
for you, flight attendant.
But you never have had a flight attendant that did something wronged me.
Like you're sitting in the exit row and she goes, "Are you willing to help in an emergency?" I don't feel I have a good answer to that question, so I'm not going to answer it.
I got fucking roasted.
That's what I wish roasts were, is responding to the jokes that have already been said instead of everybody preparing their shit.
I have a very strong point of view about that, and I agree. It's kind of like you have a reason. It's not coming off because of like, oh, I just stubbed my toe, I'm yelling at you. I had to hear something that
Nice.
you said. And if I have a response, roasted.
Yeah, they all just sit there kind of laughing and smiling, but it'd be funny to let the person just respond to the joke immediately. Or somebody else pile on and say something. Like, it's too ordered and planned, but that's also
I feel like
typical of
the style of
I
the
would
movie.
like a
stuff.
script
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
If I had something to read right now, I would have a foundation.
Oh, it'd be helpful to you.
Because normally,
You don't
I
ever-
don't do like the awesome off-the-cuff stuff. People write stuff.
AATC.
And I
Right.
say that.
Yeah, you
and
say
then
it,
people
'cause
go,
you're
"You're so
an
funny."
actor.
Yeah.
But you're a funny guy, though.
Roasted me, complimented me, and they both made me feel good.
It's just about
you go.
camaraderie, really.
It is.
I do actually have an interesting thinking about this flight attendant story by getting in a fight. A flight attendant called me a kike once.
What? Mm-hmm. Shut up.
I lied.
I made a real life.
I was just thinking, when would you get in a fight? I lied about that being the only interesting story. So my first time, I'm on this podcast. This stuff's amazing.
This is a roller coaster, man.
Am I doing it right?
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
Me either.
I'm still stuck on I'm stuck on the word kike.
Kite. Call me a kite.
Kite.
Oh, okay.
Like, let's go. You want? Yeah.
That's a kite.
Let's go fly.
But that's what I was trying to do, is try to come up with a kite joke, but I couldn't. Oh, was the in-flight movie The Kike Runner?
You guys.
I don't know if there's a reference I don't understand, or I'm laughing at it because that would never be a movie. Is there an extra layer that I don't even know?
The Kite Runner.
There is.
Yeah.
See, multiple layers.
And another layer, because the movie's a very depressing story of children in an impoverished and war-torn place.
Why is that another layer, though?
Getting into, because it's like, when
You would still say it. Doesn't matter what the genre of the movie is.
but it brings a darkness to the joke.
It's all right.
Which is
It's
nice
your layer.
It's a good layer. The darkness.
I'm gonna do a fun bit that whenever he's texting, I'm gonna pretend he's texting it to me, and I'm gonna respond.
Awesome.
I'll do it later.
I'm not texting. I'm checking my Twitter. Because
There goes that bit.
Because people like to.
I should not have whispered
I'm gonna
that
check my
loudly.
It's a good stage whisper, Rick. It's people like to ask you guys questions, and I'm curious to see what they're
Getting a text from Doug right now.
saying.
What's the text?
It's I'm sorry about Kike Runner. I was just trying to tag your joke. I have nothing wrong with the Jews. I have nothing wrong with the Jews. All right.
Oh my God. Lamb breads is somebody saying that it's
What is it?
sweetbreads for the thymus or the pancreas,
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
especially of calf or lamb, and less commonly beef and pork.
That's what I was thinking. Something gross that you eat.
So
Far so good.
that's like black pudding is like
Over.
made of blood.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a pudding. To
Wait,
me.
blood pudding. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, blood pudding.
Yeah, I would never.
Nope.
I
No.
have.
Gross.
I don't like it.
Haggis and stuff. It's kind of gross.
Haggis
Especially
sounds-
because Bill Cosby gave blood pudding a bad name for me. It eats the blood pudding from the jar.
That's
fucking
really
handle
disturbing.
anything that's been said the
Wow.
whole time I've been here.
Thanks to everybody for tweeting. I
Thanks for having us, man.
I have it. You're connected to your chair. Don't forget.
Never forget.
Yeah. We got lots of people saying stuff on Twitter, but no good questions yet. But keep the tweets coming, and we're going to go to our first of 2 commercial breaks. And everybody's doing great. You're all terrific.
Thanks.
We'll be right back. Providing a glimpse into the homes and routines of eccentric New Yorkers, the comedy series High Maintenance explores the private lives of these unique individuals through one common thread: their weed delivery man. Ben Sinclair stars as the guy whose client base includes a group of characters with neuroses as diverse as the city. Each episode features multiple stories exploring the inner workings of people from all walks of life, told fly-on-the-wall style through the series' patented brand of offbeat humor and pathos, revealing a city full of strangers united by the pursuit of life's greatest highs. Started as a hit web series, now on HBO with 6 exclusive new half-hour episodes. High Maintenance was created by the married duo of Katja Blickfeld, Emmy-winning casting director of 30 Rock, and Ben Sinclair from Sisters in the Big C, who write and direct every episode of the new season. Also available on HBO Now, HBO Go, and HBO On Demand. The 19 webisodes that were originally presented on Vimeo will be available on HBO Go, HBO Now, and HBO On Demand, and on HBO Comedy. High Maintenance!
When Hollywood runs out of ideas for movies, there's only one man who can answer the call.
Hello, Hollywood. What are you wearing?
What? Doug Benson.
Hey, it's me, Doug Benson, host of the new Screen Junkies show, Pitch Off. Guys, we need a sequel to Shawshank Redemption, a sports-playing Guy Fieri movie, and it's got to be a musical.
Title? Space Shuttle Beyonce.
What else you got?
Speed 3, brisk pace.
Where contestants take their fake pitches and throw them at me, a fake studio executive, in hopes of getting a fake movie deal in fake Hollywood.
And they go in this black hole, and all of a sudden, oh, there's like infinite white people.
I like it and I love it. Sold. Jeff, throw him out.
No, that's not how this works.
Check out Pitch Off. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.
Screen Junkies Pitch Off with Doug Benson. Watch now, exclusively on Screen Junkies Plus.
Hi, are we back? I think we're back. 1,742 strong watching us right now.
Sweet.
They could be watching Dancing with the Stars.
Fuck that.
If that's on.
I hope not.
Maybe The Voice, perhaps.
I guess.
The Olympics, are they still going?
Why not?
I'm here with Todd Anderson. Robert is his middle name if you're dealing with him for any acting contractual things.
It's a professional.
Because of SAG. I mean, you guys know the old story, right, about why it's Michael J. Fox.
What's that story?
There was already a Michael Fox.
Of course there was.
So he had to use like a middle initial or something.
Uh-huh.
He didn't want to go with Mikey Fox or something like that. But his real his real middle initial is A. And he thought Michael A. Fox sounded stupid, like he was describing himself.
Actually, he made a good call.
Yeah, I think he did, and he just went with a J instead. Made up middle name letter.
The best.
Yeah, and I like to tell people it stands for joint.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I have a question. Is that true?
Which part?
That you want to name it J for joint? No, the other part, man.
Yeah, that's the story I've heard.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the
Story he's heard.
That's the story that's out there. Well, many people have told me these things, and I'm hearing these things everywhere.
Have you heard different?
No, I can't tell.
I thought there was maybe another theory.
Michael Keaton's real name is Michael Douglas.
A. Keaton.
Michael Douglas is his real name.
Michael-
and he
wait,
changed
what?
it to Michael Keaton.
Well, because there was already that other.
Because there's
Michael
already a
Douglas.
Michael Douglas running around on the streets of San Francisco.
If you check IMDb for Rick Glassman, you'll find the dentist, Rick Glassman, has the first thing. So go to IMDb, check it out. I was kidding, like a pitching bat.
Dentist, like he gets
Am I my
credit.
mother-in-law?
He gets credit in movies where he gives somebody crazy teeth.
Yeah,
or
he
something.
does, but I'm saying like he had like, oh, that Rick Glassman, but I didn't change it to Rick A. Glassman. I'm like, all right, guy, it looks like there's gonna be two of us now, guy. He's like, yo, relax, why are you calling me guy? I'm a dentist. We had a fun back and forth for a little bit. He thought I was serious. I was fucking around, but the point is, I didn't put a initial. You don't have to put an initial. It's not a copywritten thing.
Now,
in the union, you have to.
the union makes
The
you do
union.
it.
Well, I happen to be in the union. And I think you might be right.
But that's why.
No, I don't think that's true.
But that's why. That's his
Well,
difference
that
is that
was-
he's Dr. Rick Glassman.
So if I become a doctor, when? If I become a doctor.
Then the doctors' union will say you've got to use
mail.
your middle initial.
You've got mail. Come on, call Rummer.
Right?
Woo, baby.
Let's do some pod topics, you guys.
Sweet.
All right, let's get some blacklight posters while we're there. Hot topic. You get it.
Wow.
The store, dude. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but maybe I should open a chain of stores and just call it Pod Topics.
Oh, I thought it was black topic.
Just all hemp shirts.
I thought it was black topic.
Rasta.
Speaking of making money off of this shit, the revenue that can be accrued if all 7 states that are on the verge of either legalizing for recreation or medicine in November, if all 7 of those states jump in, it's going to bring in $7.4 billion in revenue.
Let's do it.
Why wouldn't we do that?
Wait, no, that's the revenue this year is $7.4 billion, and then
What would it go up to?
and if voters pass Proposition 64 in California alone would be worth about $6.5 billion.
Sweet.
Wait, is that how much was made where? Like just in the legal
7.4 was the legal states and DC. I
Not
assume.
including medical?
No.
So that's not even including how much
Oh, you know what?
Oh, that would be each state.
or
It
Nevada.
might be medical and
But each state,
and
right?
The states that have it so far.
And how many need them? 7?
And there's going to be 7 that you can vote on this November.
That's $50 million.
And those states will give
That's a lot of millions of dollars.
$7.8
billions
billion.
even.
Billions.
No, it's not billions. It would be
Billions is
8
a
times.
super lot of millions.
We'll take
That
that.
is
Saying by
billions.
like 2020, it's going to be a $20 billion a year
Billion.
industry.
Billions.
I'm saying.
Yeah, listen, I
fuck?
can admit when I'm wrong. Relax.
No, I'm sure I was wrong
projecting.
about a lot of those. That
I said I'm sorry.
I was wrong.
I am projecting.
That card came
You're
at
right.
me different than I thought it was going to. I just mostly wanted to point out the 7 places that are going to
So yes on Prop
Vote.
64.
64 here in California.
No on Prop 60.
And Janice also wants everyone to vote no on Prop 60
Thank you.
because condoms are gross.
That's not the reason. Okay.
Yeah, condoms are for pussy.
I'm just being silly.
Is that what that is, to revert the condom law thing? Is that
Okay,
what they're
so Prop 60 would
Here we go.
force. Sorry, I'll
it's
give you.
okay.
I'll give you the Cliff Notes version.
I love it.
We would have to wear. So I make porn. You'd have to wear condoms, even if, like.
You're like walking around the background of a scene. Like, it's ridiculous.
Say like a performer was married and in a monogamous relationship, they would still have to wear a condom if they were profiting off of them having sex, which is ridiculous to think that like you can take away someone's choice that much. And it would appoint Michael Weinstein, the head of the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, the private like district attorney of California. And the way that the law is written means that like there's a clause or some shit that means that California can't take itself to court to repeal it. Like a private entity or like someone else, like the Supreme Court would have to, like we would have to go through them to get it taken away if it did pass. And the way they got so many petitions to like push it so hard is they had people saying, would you like to see safer sex in porn? And like, of course you would sign that, but that's not what's good. And you could sue anyone for condomless porn. Like if you saw porno without a condom, you could sue me, find out like where I lived, and if I was found guilty, you would get 25% of whatever fine was
This
incurred.
sounds like
so
a very
there's financial
specific bill.
incentive.
Yeah, there's
Right?
so much to
How?
it.
How?
It's
And
so
then when you read
convoluted.
the
Well,
synopsis
and that
of
was
it
the Cliff Notes.
inside, that when you're in the ballot box and people are just reading a paragraph about it, they're not going to understand. A lot of times these things, voting yes or no, you don't know which one's truly the positive vote.
which
You know,
one's the
the way they're worded is
Yeah.
very strange. It's all just so tricky and political and
That
stupid.
was so convoluted. At one point, I started thinking I was supposed to wear a condom at all times.
Oh, what do you?
Like across your fucking face.
I will
like a
sue you
whole-
if you're ever around me without a condom.
I didn't
I need a
know.
condom over
Yeah.
every mucous membrane, or like it's illegal to
That
exist.
seems like fascism, but I'm not. You know,
Right?
I'm not the brightest. I just remember lines
know.
people write for me.
First they take away your big sodas, and then they will force you to not wear a condom.
But also,
can't even say
California
it
would
right.
lose like the financial impact is like so severe for California, and it would actually cost taxpayers.
Wasn't it
hear,
already
no
with
matter
the
what
condom
the
law?
bill is.
Didn't a
I
lot
got
of
something to
business
say.
run away already?
Say it.
What?
Lay it on
It was a
me.
little passive aggressive of me to say that as if I need to say it now. I could have said it after. Finish your thing. I'll remember. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Go. I'm already lost in this magic.
Go.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
All right.
He's wonderful.
One burn, 2 compliments, and just a little aggression. So,
My compliments are
Sorry.
aggressive.
what I was
like you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say, the timing is perfect. The thing is, people when they talk about yes or no for any props, and I'm for you. What is it? Yes on it or no on it?
No.
No.
It's a no.
I already hate it if I ever see it. But what I'm saying is, it's always if you do no, it's gonna create billions of jobs. If you no, it's gonna do this, for the money. Why is it all about the money, dude?
Right.
Why do we care so much about the money, the religion, what color skin we have? If we could just realize that, hey, some people, what was it about again? Like using condoms and not having
making
sandwiches?
People wear condoms on their sandwiches.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not
No,
allowed to
it's-
have catering on the
They
set
can't have
of
catering.
any porn.
Yeah. You know what? This is Trump. This is what Trump's doing, dude.
Like,
I don't know
Some guy
anything.
might get
I don't know
on his
anything.
dick.
also, one of the really shitty things about the proposition is that Cal OSHA it has to deal with it. So there are a lot of people who actually need more regulation in their jobs, and the time that could be spent like giving, say, like when I go to the hearings, there are like maids there with translators speaking about how their knees hurt and like they can't make beds because they don't have the tools, and then like we have to talk about how
Why maids?
fucking condoms.
They
because
should have
we're
put
in
a
the
condom
same,
on
like,
Deepwater Horizon.
we were on the
That's
same
what they
bill
should
for
have
like
done.
that
They should have done
hearing
that.
that day at Cal
Oh,
OSHA.
okay. That's a
good
It's
point.
like the workers, regulations bullshit. But all the time they're
That's a
wasting
good
on
point.
fucking this bullshit. Like people who really need it, like I don't know, construction workers or like
Teachers.
yeah, people who need actual regulation. I don't
mothers.
know. I don't give a shit. But like, it sucks that we're wasting time and resources on stuff that like
Seems very
sucks.
odd
Teachers
that
and the
it's
mothers.
something that we all get to vote on. I can't wait to tell children about it.
Yeah, is the
teachers and the mothers.
condoms going over in an oil rig?
I'm
is
going
that
right
a
to the
thing?
playground from the voting booth.
Connected
Tell
to
kids
that.
why I voted.
Hardest job in the world.
Was that real?
To be a teacher and a mother.
Well, he
or
said
a
they
mother.
would put condoms over
Some are
oil
both.
rigs. That's like
I would put a condom on
Condoms on
everything,
oil
I
rigs,
think,
that's what
just
I'm
to be
saying.
safe. If
I think that's a good idea. If we
I think it's a great idea.
Teachers and the mothers.
That's why I said it.
Anyway, thanks for
Nashville,
letting
you
me talk
guys.
about it.
You're welcome. And vote no on 64 if you're in California.
No, vote yes on 64,
Yes,
no on
see,
60.
This is the problem. It shouldn't be yes or no. It should be 64 or like 70.
That one
Pick
will-
what you want.
That one we'll fix in post. Let me just say it the right way, loudly, and then you can just lay it in.
lay it in with or without a condom.
Hey, I don't know who wrote that.
Vote no on 60.
Okay,
Vote yes on 64.
64.
Yeah,
60.
yeah. Throw those in where needed.
Great.
Thanks. Nashville, you guys.
I gotta read
I
up
call
on
it
this
Hashville.
Who cares?
They've got a council. They've got a Metro Council in Nashville that made history yesterday by approving the city's first measure to allow lesser civil penalties for people caught with small amounts of marijuana. Which I always thought that was what was going on in Nashville. I always have a great time there. I have a blast smoking with Nashvillians. But now it's a $50 fine or 10 hours of community service.
What the fuck?
I'll be like, will you take 60?
Yeah.
I'm not even wait for the change. Let's get this over with.
Go away now.
Damn.
Go away now.
Here I paid.
Real crime is around here somewhere. Go watch a bank.
Wow. That beer that I had in here was so good.
You want more?
Yeah.
We will reload you during the next commercial break.
Such good beer. you
Yeah,
guys.
the next commercial is coming up in about 42 minutes.
Oh Jesus! Really?
Yeah.
God damn
We're
it!
doing an extra
It's a
long one
show.
tonight. Yeah,
Great.
we're marathoning it. People are,
Yeah.
people are excited to hear all these pot topics.
That's so good. I love it.
Hey, man. Life.
Every time I come on the show, I just sit around and smoke consistently the whole time, and I leave and I go to sleep.
Oh, and you say important political things, and
Yeah, I guess.
then you get out.
And it's
You're doing the
I
right
come
thing.
in, I smoke, I speak, I leave.
You're doing the right thing.
I-S-I-S-I-L.
And he's doing the
Acronym
right thing.
everything.
If a state has a medical marijuana law in place,
If the state...
if a state, they've found this in all the states that have it so far, that they find opioid use drops. So like people just use marijuana for more of their aches and pains and problems,
And they do
Easy
less
pace.
drugs.
and then they do less drugs. Yeah,
Fuck
That's
gateway
good.
drug.
pretty awesome.
That's not real.
All of this is pro pot so far.
PTI.
It is a gateway drug. It's a gateway to good times.
Moving on
I
up.
can quote Tony Kameen from the Marijuana Logs.
Okay, I want to smoke something else.
Yeah, smoke something else, please, by all means. We've got some
I know, I'm
vapor
deciding.
pens from friends at Honey Farm.
No,
you can
no,
spray some
weed.
Jumbo in your mouth if you want.
Okay, what's that?
I mean,
I had such a hard
If
time
that's number two.
explaining
Well,
Jumbo.
Could you
You
try,
want some
just
Jumbo
try?
in
When
your
Gabe comes out to do the magic trick, just ask him what's Jumbo, and he'll
Okay.
explain it to you.
I'm not going to remember. How long is that?
It's a little while from now.
Yeah.
You've seen the show before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems. But you
Always
said
ends with the
47
magic
minutes.
trick. We try to get it in at about, most episodes are about 50 minutes. You know,
Okay.
I like to I like to keep it tight. Oh, she's going for that. Do you want me to reload it for you?
I can do it.
Okay, cool. Let's watch you do that.
I mean, we can
There she
talk about
goes.
we can
Using
talk
the
about stuff.
Pokeball.
I used it earlier.
It's so good. I love the Pokeball.
You know, you're my new favorite guy.
This is nice.
You.
So you know how
fantastic.
Christie,
I already tell you, nope. I don't know anything, man.
that guy,
Nobody does. Go ahead.
he's on the record as saying that marijuana will become legal in the state of New Jersey over my dead body, which is like, come on,
you.
man. People don't want to have to climb that high to get over your body. But the point is that he just now signed a thing saying that people with PTSD who aren't finding it treatable with conventional therapy can try marijuana.
Okay, I'll take it.
You know, so it's for the veterans. So he weighed the two things, like it's better to be a hard ass on drugs or pro-veteran, and he went with the veterans, which is great. Good for them. They deserve it. But as does anyone else who thinks they have a problem that marijuana helps them feel better.
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
Pursuit of happiness
I agree.
is in one of those documents they love to... I don't even know who the anti-marijuana people are. I never meet them.
That's because they're always lying, dude.
Like if TSA recognizes me, it's like it's because they've seen my movies and my comedy, and they probably are dreading the next round of drug tests at their job. How was that? Was that good?
That was a big hit, is what that was.
You could call that a home run.
Oh, that's what it is. I was trying to think of this earlier. Tommy Chong is trying to get Obama to pardon him, to exonerate him, and to expunge his, time that he got arrested and spent 9 months in jail.
That was fucked up.
How are you going to get your 9 months back, dude? Just walk. It's over, dude.
It's a commutation.
I'm good.
And Obama's given out 562 of them during his presidency, and most of them are for low-level drug offenses.
Yeah, they should.
So there he is doing something for black people. People don't think he does things for black people, because that's who is getting put in jail for low-level drug offenses is black people. And with that cheery note, we got Gabe's coming up.
Industrial system sucks.
Gabe's going to come out here, and he's also going to explain what Jumbo is.
Yeah, I got to figure that out.
And we'll
like
plug all your
grumbling.
stuff so people know, where to find you and what you're up to. And let's do all of that after one more commercial break. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Guys, you don't need to choose between price and quality to get an amazing and affordable shave. DollarShaveClub.com's the answer. To prove how amazing their shave really is, right now they're going to give you your first month free to join the club. DollarShaveClub.com delivers amazing razors right to the door for a third of the price of what the greedy razor corporations charge. Seriously, I have no reason to deal with the drugstore hassle and battle the locked up razor fortress ever again. And neither will you when you join the club. Just go to DollarShaveClub.com and pick a razor that works for you from their lineup of amazing blades. That's all there is to it. Get a first-class shave with the Executive Blade and use it with Dr. Carver's Shave Butter. The blade just gently glides for the smoothest shave ever. With Dollar Shave Club, you can look, smell, and shave like $1 million without paying for it. Here's a chance to see why over 3 million members love Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club is so confident in the quality of all their products, now you can get your first month of the club for free. Just pay shipping. After that, it's just a few bucks a month. No long-term commitment, no hidden fees. There's no reason not to do it. Get yours at DollarShaveClub.com/Benson. That's DollarShaveClub.com/Benson. Hey everybody, so that we don't have to do it in the show, I'm going to do it during the breaks. I want to say subscribe to this show if you haven't already, and click the like button as it helps fight against people who flag our videos. And you can also subscribe on iTunes for the audio-only version of the show. And also, our web store is now through villubi.com. We'll put it on the screen, I think, maybe. Check it out. You can still visit us at the same URL, bit.ly/DougMerch. Order your mugs, t-shirts, and blue cards. Get blue cards. We'll sign them, and then the post office will put something right over the signature, and it's a big waste of money. Cards for Hymanity, I like to call it. Thanks, you guys, and enjoy your day. That's like a song that feels like that's the first thing they learned to play on their instruments ever. Very nice of them to send that in. The Paranoias, and they're part of the Los Angeles Collective Crew, and you can find them on all the social platforms at The Paranoias. 1,814 people checking us out right now. You guys all feel sufficiently high enough to watch some magic and learn about Jumbo?
Please.
All right, here we go. It's game time.
Yeah!
Hey guys.
Hey.
How's it going? So Jumbo is a breath spray with, get this, weed in it.
What?
And that's it.
That's all it is?
Yep.
It's minty, but it's got weed in it.
Yeah, it's very refreshing. They make a few other kinds.
I could have said that.
What else is there? It's good for you. They use nice ingredients.
Don't you have to say it's CBD or whatever?
Some of them have CBD.
I love CBD.
It is very minty.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
And I can taste the weed. It's good.
Great.
Just try it.
Magic now?
Okay.
Probably makes your breath good. Blow your breath on
All right,
Todd.
Janice, you mind helping me?
No, you have to do them. I've done it so many
Okay,
times.
that's fair. Todd,
That's
pick a
so
card.
fair.
Just with any kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Show it to the camera over there.
Over there.
Got it? Okay, place it back on the deck. I'm gonna cut the cards. I'd like you to do the same.
Do it the same.
Exactly the same.
Okay.
Just, you want me to put it back
Yeah.
on the thing? Anyway.
Okay, now here's the interesting thing.
Terrifying.
Here we go.
I'm usually the nervous one. Rick, check your phone.
What?
Stop it.
That's it. That's it. Son of a bitch. That's it.
What happened? Can we see it?
There's nothing on my phone. Oh, I got a text. It's probably a girl. What?
He texted you the card?
He texted me the card.
Wait, so the first
How he had my number, I could figure out. But the card, well,
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
you know what?
Gabe's going to be at Honey Farm this Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. Go see him. Where is that at?
Humboldt Pharmacy.
Humboldt Pharmacy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Downtown, LA.
Oh, I see. That wasn't in there. You were going to be with Honey Farm
Yeah, skip that.
at the Humboldt Pharmacy.
Yeah.
I got it.
Sounds great.
Now I understand.
I don't know my glasses.
What do you guys think of these monkeys?
Cool.
Here, you can hold one too.
I texted him back.
They used to be, what'd you send him?
I said, I know how you did that, and I'm going to tell if you don't pay me $1,000.
What'd he say?
I don't think he knows.
Is there going to be more magic, or is this just a bit?
You tell me.
We
dude.
can cut that out. If it happens, we can just cut it out.
I want more magic.
That was pretty good.
He'll do another trick for you after we wrap things up here.
All right.
How you feeling, Janice?
I'm so high. But also, I was just reading your blue card for my thing, and I was like,
Check out music and videos curated by Janice at. And then
I was
I'm
like,
supposed to
okay.
say this out loud. The JG.
Yeah, it's so- don't say it out loud. It's so annoying.
Things.
yeah,
Slash.
it's really catchy.
HTTP. And whenever I say HTTP, I get excited because that's going to be
Doug.
some old-fashioned, just rock
If I wasn't
solid.
high before, listening to you just fucking list letters at me.
DJGXYZ.
That was pretty good.
Rick GLASSMAN has a web series. It's called The Sixth Lead. And you can watch it at, guess where?
That's an easy guess, guys.
It's called Sixth Lead. The Sixth Lead.
Yeah, so let's go to youtube.com/ No, it's at the6lead.com, guys.
Oh, okay.
www.the6lead.com. No HTTP necessary.
Sweet.
I love it.
That's a good plug. You guys got to check out the show because this is the name of it and this is the site.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they can just go take a peek at it.
Yeah.
You grab them right away, right?
I don't think I have that. I don't think I grab right away. I think I didn't quite get it at first, but
All right.
he was a bit much.
If you feel like an acquired taste, go check it out. See how long you can tolerate it.
Come on.
Yeah, that's how you get people.
2 razzes, 2 compliments.
People say The Night Of didn't get good until the 3rd or 4th episode. What's another show that didn't come out of the gate very strong but got great?
Cheers. Are you kidding me? One of the best pilots in the world. Dude.
Yeah, but nobody watched it for 2 years.
I've never seen that show.
It took a while,
ever.
yeah. Seinfeld had a long time before people started watching, too.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but they did a Blade series. And by episode 3, first 2, I don't know if I like this without Wesley. Not that I prefer it without Wesley, but by the 3rd one, I'm watching.
It was fun. I remember that there was a scene in that where these 2 vampires were like just chatting, and
like
one
us.
of them goes, "Hey, I had this sweet redhead last night," and the one responds, "Yeah, did the carpet match the drapes?"
Whenever you sit in a
And
chair like
the other
this,
one
I
said
always
hardwood
move.
floors.
I guess, man.
And he went, "Goddamn kids!" In that Blade series.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It made me laugh for days. Days. I apologize.
I would have loved to laugh for a couple seconds.
Ooh, rad.
I couldn't follow it.
Yeah, sounds like a Prop 60 thing.
It's
To this day, I don't know if it's yes or
better
no.
if you see the 2
I
actors.
don't know.
Do I vote yes on that joke or do I vote no on that
I
joke?
Raz again.
I think you're right. I think it's a no.
Guys.
But it makes me laugh when I think it.
Hey, hey, whatever, man. No, I'm just playing. I couldn't figure it out.
You got the stoner attitude. Whatever, man. No show next week. I'm going to be in Texas all next week. And but stay tuned for updates for our next show. And you guys did it. You got through the whole thing.
That was fantastic.
There's a few little more things you have to do after the show. Janice knows all about it, and you guys will. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Suspicious.
Right?
That sounded.
Janice knows what we're going to do to you next.
Are we going to be killed? Is this it?
No, she's
I'm
been on
still
before.
alive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a contest?
She's the one. What?
Is there just I'm freaking out. I did not know it was like this.
Well, You're the Worst is on Wednesday nights on FXX, starring you
Sometimes.
and some other very hilarious people. I enjoyed it a great deal. Season 3 is in. That's
great.
You're up to like the 3rd week of season 3.
I
Four
heard you
weeks.
might show up on that.
I might, yeah. It's a jump the shark moment, I think, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
That's a terrible thing to say about
I'm
yourself.
signing blue cards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my guests, Rick Glassman, Todd Robert Anderson, and Janice Griffith, a.k.a. real name not given out. See you next time.